What's up, Wu-Tan? Oh, Lordy. What's going on? What's going on? Just watched our your quote video. Cool, man. Yeah, I'll let you guys know about it. Trying to get y'all set up here. There we go. What's up, guys? I see y'all jumping in. It's hot. You in the AC? Is that what that was supposed to be? What's up, guys? 6 of you guys. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Shows the algorithm we're in here doing some stuff. I'm just prepping for tomorrow's job, guys. I'm running about a 1% into my Stallion gas system from powerwash.com, and I'm going to use my gas power to wash this house because I'm going solo. It's a house I do every quarter, so it's not real bad. So what I did was I rigged up a system. This is the pool side, pulls from the bleach tank or the batch tank, and then it goes through here and comes out here. So what I can do now is once I get everything washed, I can disconnect from here and come back here to my water tank and connect right in here, and I can flush my line and rinse with my gas system because it's around 300 psi, so it rinses really good. It makes life a little easier until I can get me a downstream setup. That's what I'm going to do. Been really looking at that. So, what's everybody up to? All right. I'm also getting into an entirely new business adventure. So, wish me luck on that. Give you guys a couple hints. Brand new backpack blower. What's up, D Neves? And I got a big old bucket of this and two more buckets there and there. Y'all tell me what I'm doing. I've got to clear out a spot on the back of my trailer for another piece of equipment. I'll tell you all that. Am I going to the huge? No, I'm not going into the huge, man. I'm trying to make some money right now. I've got to get back here and organize this whole section right here. I got to move my surface cleaner because I'm putting a brand new piece of machinery right here that I can roll off and on with my ramp. Nope. I am going into parking lot striping. I got 5 gallons of white, 5 gallons of blue, 5 gallons of yellow, a backpack sprayer to keep the parking lots cleaned off, maintain them, and a $7,000 striping machine will be here next week. I have already booked 3 striping jobs. So I was trying to think of something that would keep me maintained through the wintertime. The only thing I don't like about the striping jobs is that, for the most part, they're not repeat business. Every few years, you may get to do them again, but still, it's big ticket stuff. So, what's up, TJ? Yeah, Grizz, I appreciate it. News, I appreciate it. I plow snow in the winter. Hey, man, whatever it takes to not have to work a freaking 712. You know what I mean? Trent, he left me. He's got him a full time job working 612s. So he's making consistent money now. It's a lot of long hours and stuff, but he's a hard worker, so he'll do fine with it. I miss him, but I just couldn't keep him busy right now. We've hit a really slow patch. I just sent out 691 everyday direct mailers, and I've booked 2 jobs off of them so far. So that pretty much paid for itself. So they just arrived today in the mailboxes. So we'll see what happens. Get my ADA stencil. You mean this one right here? My handicap? Yeah. Window cleaning, spring, summer, and fall. I mean, I gave all my window cleaning business away, man. Just, yeah, I miss it sometimes, but easy money. But I like big ticket stuff, man. I like big ticket stuff. That's how you get out of debt a lot easier and a lot faster. So I booked 2 house washes for Friday. They're all in the same neighborhood, so I'll be able to bounce off of one and go straight to the other one. 2 small houses. Make about $600 before lunch. Yeah, it's a really that stencil's made for real. It's very thick. So I'm gonna put about 60 gallons of 1% in my batch tank for tomorrow because most of the time it's just she likes to smell the bleach and a lot of stained wood, so we don't ever want to go real strong on it. It's mainly just spider webs and dirt. Yeah, I'm trying to get back to that one guy. Um, I was overloaded, completely swamped, and then I kid you not, man, Memorial Day weekend, it just it just nosedived straight to the bottom. I think we've done 4 jobs since Memorial Day, other than our repeat customers that we do every month. Um, so what happened here is we had Memorial Day weekend. Everybody went out of town, went on vacation, and then it rained here. I kid you not, for a week and a half. So no work then. And then um, July 4th happened, and it happened on a Tuesday or a Wednesday. I don't remember what day it was. I think it was a Tuesday. So everybody was out of town Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and some of them even Wednesday. So then get through that stretch, and now it's back to school. So everybody's just spent all their money on school clothes and all that other nonsense. So next week or the week after is going to be kind of silly again. So did I get the storage building that I quoted? No, not yet. He has to go back to his investors and get it approved. Just play that commercial property game. Just playing the game, guys. But it's been consistently 115-degree heat index down here. So we've been trying to, the jobs we have done, I've been doing at night or late in the evening or really, really early in the morning. I'm not working during the middle of the day. It's just too daggum hot, man. There you go. I see you, Hydromax. What's up, going with John? Thank you, man. That one guy saying he's a break. Thomas, what's up, man? Tom here in Florida. Slinging suds, just dealing with this crazy heat and trying to stay busy. This heat is just, it's a whole different level of heat, man. If it wasn't for my commercial, it's been dead. I think I've had 5. Yeah, residential's just been dead, guys. So I can't just sit around and pout and wonder what I'm going to do next. I mean, I had to spend a little money and invest in a new piece of equipment, but I've been doing one parking lot for a week, and I kid you not, I've been doing it by hand, like hand taping all the stripes and going out there with a roller and doing all that. And I can tell you right there, that's for the birds. So I got a Graco 3400 line striping machine. I should be able to do the rest of that parking lot in about 15 minutes. And then get it all cleaned up. And then I've got to go lay out the Dairy Queen that I do every month. I've got the entire parking lot for it. Over $1,000 job, and it'll take me about 2 hours. So probably maybe 3 hours. We'll see. What's up, Austin? Austin Davis, superstar guy. What's up, brother? Believe it or not, I just bought one of them Frog Togs cooling towel to throw around my neck. Oh, really? That's cool. Austin, look at you giving me tips. Do I need to get on the pole for a minute? But like, hi. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, bro. Thank you, though, man. That'll buy my lunch tomorrow. You special little fella. So if you guys are just tuning in, I'm just getting my trailer set up for tomorrow. I'm washing solo now, so I'm just trying to cut down some of the time out in the sun. So I've got my batch mix, not my batch mix, but my blend system set to around a 1%, and I'm pumping it into my batch gas system here. And so tomorrow I'll get out there and I'll wash with my gas system, and I've plumbed up a new line so that I can just disconnect here and then hook into my water line right there and just connect into it, and I can flush my gas system out and rinse all with one system. So it'll probably take me by myself. It's a big house. It'll probably take me 2 hours tomorrow, and I'll have the whole place done after taping everything off and covering up the dang $5,000 grills on the back porch. Go get yourself a Subway sandwich. I don't eat Subway, bro. I don't. But I'll get me something. I got a local Chinese restaurant I've been eating, man, because they cook me just a steamed chicken with white rice with onions, man, and I bring it home and I put a little bit of barbecue sauce on. It's really healthy, and it'll fill you up, and it's high protein, and it's good. I need to build a soft wash system for roofs. I get asked all the time. Yeah, that's big. That's big money, man. It's not a whole lot of repeat business, but it's big money. The same thing with this line striping stuff I'm getting into. The gas system is really intriguing. I love mine, dude. This is the Stallion from PowerWash.com. It's actually a skid, but I took everything off the skid and just bolted it to my trailer instead of the skid. That thing will get it, man. It'll straight get it. You just got to go like twice as fast because it sprays it, man. It'll sling that stuff. What's up, Chris? Hey, y'all check out Chris 405, man. He's got a really cool channel when it comes to line striping, dude. He's been kind of showing me the ropes on getting into this business, and I've been trying to show him the ropes on pressure washing and just taking care of each other out here in the community. Got to be extra careful with roof washing. Yeah, especially on metal roofs. I mean, you try to wash a metal roof in this heat, bro, you are going to flash oxidize the crap out of something. You're going to flash it unless you keep it wet. But it dries so quick, man. All right, I think I'm going to do about 60 gallons. That should be enough. Yeah, let's see where I'm at. Nah, we'll go, that's at 50. We'll go a little bit more. Excited to see the Greco. Me too, man. I'm going to get out here in the parking lot, or in my driveway out here. Get out here in my driveway with just a big old 5-gallon bucket of water and just play with getting my line straight and everything. Doody doo, doody doo, doo doo. All right, I'm gonna let that roll. So I got my 1% set. I've got about 60 gallons in my batch tank. So now I'm just going to cut my bleach off and let it flush the rest of the bleach out of the line. It's about time to replace an Everflow. This thing is changing channels on me. So I'll let that flush for a few seconds, and then I'll just run it out here into the driveway. I don't know about you guys, but when I get back and I'm trying to flush lines and stuff, or if I'm playing around with some mix here at the house, anytime I have anything extra I need to get rid of, I just wash my own house with it, and it needs it bad right now. That's why I haven't done it. I have done research, but not confident enough. Chris McDonald, I bought a brand new one, bro. I don't trust used crap. All right, so we'll cut that. And we'll drag the rest of this out here into the yard. Come on, bro. Oh, 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 it doesn't want to do anything. Oh, run, spiders. Where did you get it? I ordered it straight from Sherwin-Williams. I went to the bank, took out a loan, and with the jobs I've got lined up, I should be able to pay it back off within the next probably 4 months. Chris, you said they're 3,900 for the Greco? The 3,400 Greco? You said they're $3,900? In Oklahoma, a double gun 3,400 is $4,000. I just paid 6,900. Send me a link. Somebody fixing to adjust some pricing for me. It was 6,300 before taxes, bro. I don't understand what you're saying, Chris, bro. I don't. The Greco 3,400, the one that I just ordered, the one I'm supposed to give them a check for tomorrow, is 6,900 with taxes and everything. You're telling me it's $3,900. Run, spiders, run. Oh, a used one. I was fixing to say. I was fixing to make a phone call, bro. I'm glad you clarified. I'm excited, bro. I just got to make room on the back of my trailer. I had to take the measurements today just to make sure it was going to fit, and it's going to be tight, but I will get it one way or the other if I got to slide my water tank up or something. $22 of you guys and only 7 likes, man. That breaks my heart. Let's go. Show me some love, guys. Give me some likes up in here. Drop your comments. Rinse my hands off in my pool. There we go. Now we're getting some likes. Y'all drop your comments, guys. Where are you located and how busy are you with house washing right now for residential? Because everybody I've talked to is slow as crap. I almost traded my truck in today, guys. I almost traded it in, but I didn't. Bubba, Memphis, I can hear you. I can hear you all the way outside, son. To the bell. Go ahead and get a shower while Bubba's waiting on his game to get done. Get a shower real quick. Let Bubba get done. He'll get on there too. Memphis, as soon as she's done, jump in. You heard me. Yeah. Elijah, have you ever used a fabric hose before? Take up 200-foot worth for my soft wash system, but don't know if I should. I stay with a Flexzilla, man. I don't know about the. You talking about the ones that expand and contract? Those ones, Chris? Yes. We'll do it a little bit. Not right now. Not right now. Heard they were possibly lighter. Kennedy, I said no. Go get a shower. Kennedy, no. Go get a shower. Also, don't know if the water will flow properly when it's wound up. Stick with Flexzilla, bro. Can't go wrong with Flexzilla. Stuff's awesome. Oh, I've never smoked a cigarette before. But when you're really hot and a really cold Coke hits your throat, it's got to be the same thing. Yeah, Eliza, I'm not sure. But it's a good rule of thumb, especially on your high pressure stuff, to make sure you roll it all the way out. Sometimes when you leave it half rolled up on the oh Lord, went completely blank, guys. The big silver thing that rolls up here, hose reel. Sometimes when you leave your high pressure halfway rolled up on your hose reel, and you fire up and you let go and you get pressure build up, it'll bust on you. There you go, Chris. You want to know something? Yeah, that you got about 15 minutes. You want to know something? Sure. Alex and Riley, what's up? Why did you almost trade in your truck? Well, I found a really good deal on 2500 Cummins diesel. It's a big old truck, and I liked it. Mine's killing me in gas, man. I'm getting like 10 miles a gallon. Elijah, I don't. I will unroll my gas power all the way, and I will unroll my pressure washing hose. But like for my 12-volt, no, I don't always unroll it all the way. It will mess up your flow sometimes, but sometimes you got like that job that I posted the other day, like the easiest job I've ever done. I literally had to roll out like 15, 20 foot of hose, wash the signs, flip it back to water, and rinse them with the 12-volt. So you'll get it. Depends on the year. Transmission can keep. It's 23 model, 6.7 Ram, 6.7 Cummins diesel. I will tell you what that truck does have, and it's got a lot of torque, but my truck has a lot of torque too. It's got the 392 rear end, 400 foot-pounds of torque, 395 horsepower, something like that. I love my Hemi. Yeah, you're welcome, Elijah. Do, 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 do. So everybody slow, everybody busy, or what? Now we got to finish up the summertime and get the mad dash to Christmas, right? Mad dash to Christmas. Oh, yeah. The more you have unrolled than roll back can cinch down the section you leave rolled. Like Scott said, if it's occasional and small job, yeah, but that's right. Let me get you guys propped up here so I can quit holding this thing. Appreciate that, Elijah. You didn't have to do that, brother. I do. The more you have fun rolling, but yeah, that's right. They might have those sorted out by now. Maybe so. It is so muggy out here, man. I'm literally sitting in my garage in the shade, and I am pouring sweat. Like it feels like someone's hit me with a blow dryer. It is so hot out here. Also, there was another truck that they had over there today. It was a crew cab. I mean, the most beautiful red you've ever seen with a black grill, black handles, black 24-inch wheels. It was a two-wheel drive, sprayed in bed liner. Just, oh my God. And I almost thought about getting I test drove it and everything, man. Then I realized I've got several jobs that I have to do every year that are out in the middle of a cow pasture. And my lowered 24-inch rim truck probably wouldn't do too well. And I can go out there with my bighorn and go do everything I need to do with it. So just started out in pressure washing, and I'm figuring out the skirts on wheel. Hey, buddy, the skirts on the wheelless surface cleaners make a lot of drag. They do, and they will wear out on you also. Egriz, this shirt came from Fin Print, man. It's in the link. There's a link in the description of every video I got. Where you going with that fishing pole, boy? Did you put the rooster tail on it? Oh, you still got the crankbait? Sweet. That's why 2 weeks ago I disconnected my high pressure line from my hose reel and now it's just used for storage. Okay, I got you. I just rolled off the 50-footer. Must be some small driveways. Our driveways are 200 yards long around here, most of them. Yeah, 3,100 psi for a surface cleaner. Surface cleaners, it isn't really about the psi. It's more about the flow. Yeah, I mean that's plenty. Mine's 3,500, and a lot of times you got to be careful with some concrete. Sometimes you have to take. I recommend you guys get a ball valve, like a DN10 or something, and you can actually cut back your pressure on the ball valve. We did some concrete the other day that was about a year and 3 months old, which it should have been perfectly fine without knocking the cream off. But we did start to see a little bit of cream at the very beginning, so I backed my pressure down and it was fine. Ricky, hoping to take off full time next spring. There you go, brother. Down here in Florida, driveways are pretty cookie cutter, small 2-car, but 8,300 square foot driveway. Yeah, I hear you, brother. Those big ones, I had a charge by the hour. Let me let my dog out. Hold on just a minute. Go, go. Don't you go nowhere. Blue. Hey, hey, come here. Here, come here. Go. Some big ones in right there. There you go. 5.5 is what my comment's pushing. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I always do a double pass, and I always make sure that I post treat. If it's really bad, I will pre-treat. If it's really bad, and you'll know when it's really bad because if you don't pre-treat it and you start to just try to surface clean it, man, it's just like it's bad. It's terrible looking. So you go ahead and nuke the crap out of it, and then surface clean. I always do 2 passes, and then I post treat. watching American Standard dog training? No. Hold on, guys. That's my rep trying to drop off at 5 days. They can run a deposit for me. Then we order the machine, and once it gets here, and in your hands is when we bill it. We can bill it early. Do you have a forklift to unload the machine? We can directly ship to you. If you don't, then I'll have to meet you once it comes. I don't have a Ford truck. Thank you, though. You've got the prong collar and an e-collar. That's what he pushes a lot. I used to be a canine officer, and those training collars work great. What are the top 4 chemicals would you say that are needed other than surfactant? Get you some bleach, of course, SH. You're going to need a good rust remover. I recommend Rust Remover Plus from PowerWash.com. And I would get a sodium hydroxide base degreaser. And that's really all you, and some LA is totally awesome. But I've got where I don't even use it anymore. I use my sodium hydroxide degreaser on just about everything. The Rust Remover Plus from PowerWash.com will also remove oxidation. So hot down here, fish are washing up on the beaches and riverbanks. It's just dumb, dude. It's so hot. It's just stupid hot. Lordy mercy. Drop your comments, guys. Drop your questions while I'm here. I'll be on for about another 15 minutes, and then I got to get these children in the shower. I may go jump in my pool, man, because it is just, I'm telling you, I'm literally just hot. Our weather don't know what it wants to do either, man. It was 115-degree heat index yesterday, and we had a storm system come through. And I'm telling you, I was waiting on the tornado alarms to go off. It was so bad. Post treatment percentage. Some people, I've seen some people that they'll put down a house mix. If it's clean, that's fine. If you see a lot of stripes, you might want to bump it up to about a 3. We've done some concrete that was very old, and I mean, even after we pre-treated, cleaned it, post-treated, it still was like, my God, dude, just tear it all up and go back. It's something new. Any suggestions on why a chemical injector wouldn't draw? Filter to a 2 valve into a super sucker from EnviroSpec. I don't know a whole lot about that, brother. I wish I could help you. They said no rain and high temps. We got to complete that. Listen, when I was growing up, when the weatherman came on the news and he's like, "Look, at 3 o'clock, it's going to flood," you can count on about 2:59. It was cloudy. Now it'll show rain for 3 days, and so you won't work those days, and then it's just the most beautiful day that you could have worked. Then they'll say there's 5% chance of rain, and you get a tornado. They don't have a clue. Daniel, I have a 4-gallon a minute, 4,400. Good God, pressure washer I've been using for a year. Never had any problems, but yesterday when I crank it up, it was squealing, and it's a direct drive. It's squealing, and it's a direct drive. It's not belt driven. Sounds like it would be metal on metal, like you were out of oil, maybe. I don't know a whole lot about the direct drives. I'm not like a mechanic guy when it comes to this stuff. God almighty, bro. I've seen the guy that was asking about post treating. I've seen a lot of people that they'll just use their downstream injector. If you got 12 and a half, you'll spray about a 1.25% as a post treatment. which it'll be less than that because the concrete's already wet, so it'll be a little bit less than that. Hey, do y'all see Blue? Never mind, I got him. Hey, you a good boy, Blue. You a good boy? 4 gallon a minute pressure washer, and I haven't had any problems. But yesterday when I cranked it, you just asked me that, brother. I don't know, bro. Check the oil. Make sure everything's greased the way it's supposed to be greased. If it's direct drive, if something was squealing, I don't know. That sounds like it would be metal on metal. Okay. What you doing, old blockheaded joker? Sit down. Old blockhead. What you doing, fatback? What you doing, fatback? Blue. 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 What is my take on Southeast soft wash? As far as what? Come here. Hey, come here. Oh. You're such a mean pit bull. So vicious. Got the bass boat? No, I ain't got a bass boat yet. When do you use a surfactant versus not? Roof versus house versus concrete, and how do you measure the amount you need? Any recommendations on a certain one? I use Apple Blossom from PowerWash.com. It's expensive, but it goes so far. I've literally been using the same 5 gallon pail for almost 7 months. The rule of thumb is I barely use any soap on house washing. On roofs, if it's really steep, I'll use a little bit more soap, but for the most part, I don't put a lot of soap in anything. Concrete, you don't really need it unless it's got like some slope to it. But when you realize that the whole purpose of the soap, the surfactant, is just to make the bleach stick, the SH stick. One of the things that I've seen a lot of people come out here and do, and they put too much soap, and then when they leave the job, everything's clean, and then the customer calls them back and says, "Hey, I got stuff all over my windows," and you got soap all over it. Same thing with roofs. On a metal roof, yeah, you could probably bump your soap up a pretty good bit because I don't know if you guys have done metal roofs yet, but make sure you quote it accordingly. If you're at 30 cents a square foot on a metal roof, make sure you go up to like 40, 35, 40, because you're going to use a lot of product because it runs right off like a water slide. Quality and how it competes with other brands out there. Southeast Soft Wash is probably one of the best builders for skids. There's other companies out there. One guy just got in a lot of trouble because he was messing some people over with some money. Michael Hinderleiter at PowerWash.com is getting into skids and stuff now. I think the world of Cody. Cody blessed me with a skid a couple of years ago, and it transformed my entire business. I can't say anything negative about Southeast Soft Wash. They got good products. They're tapping into the chemical side now, and it's amazing to see. God bless them with everything that they're doing. You don't have to like them; they're businessmen. Let them go. I still order the majority of all my stuff from PowerWash.com. So Marquez, they are shysters. They just relabel stuff. Cody wears a Rolex, and that tells you everything. Marquez, I'm gonna have to disagree with you, man, because I'll tell you right now, if I get to Cody's level, where you don't know Cody's story, man. Cody came from nothing, just like me, and was a blue collar worker, and he took on a trade that his dad showed him how to do, and now he's grown his business into a multi-million-dollar company. So if you had busted your butt your entire life to build something, and now you had the funds to reward yourself, why would you not? I have no problem with that man buying him a red sports car. I have no problem with that dude buying him a Rolex because he's earned it. When I get to the point, if I decide I want a Rolex, I'm probably going to buy one too. Don't hate on people that are basically showing you what successful business looks like. And that's one thing that you guys will learn as you go. You'll hardly ever catch any hate from anybody who's above you. It's the people that are down below you that will hate on everything that you do. So yeah, if the man wants to buy 15 Rolexes, he should be able to do it because he's busted his tail to work it. And you don't know the hours that he's put in making that company work. You don't know the hours that he's put in um, answering calls. And I mean, God, he drove all the way out here 5 hours to me one day because I had a technical difficulty with one wire. He can't do that now because I mean he's grown so much that it's impossible to do those things. But we should all have a business mindset. I don't know how many of y'all got into business to stay broke, but I didn't. Um, so him and Mike and all those guys, they're making money and they figured out ways to make it in different ways. They're all friends of mine. I will support them. These men have blessed me. Some of them gave me money. They donated money to me when I had a heart attack and I couldn't work. So you won't hear me say anything about it. You don't have to agree with the way that they talk. You don't have to agree with the way that they act. They are businessmen. They're businessmen. The whole purpose of going into business is to make money. Now, if they ever get into like an unethical, trend, I'm not going to. I can't team up with that. But I mean, that's them and theirs. But as of now, I don't care if the man's got a Rolex. I don't care if he's got 5 Bugattis in his. I mean, good for him. Congratulations, he's making it. We can't sit down here, living paycheck to paycheck and hate on the people that have a fancy car and a fancy Rolex, man, just because they busted their tail and sacrificed the time and energy and money away from their family to grow it. All right. Would you think that it could be possible from the lack of water pressure to the pressure washer? I don't know, brother. There's got to be somebody that works on pressure washing stuff around you. I'm not a technical guy when it comes to that. How am I cleaning metal roofs with sodium hypochlorite? What's up, one wizard? Do you raise the roofs? What do you mean? I was a farm hand and a truck driver. Still can't justify a Rolex when it can go to your kids' futures. Uh, that's on him, man. I guarantee you his children are set up for the future. Like I said, man, don't hate on people just because they're doing stuff. That man has employees. He's feeding their families. He is responsible for the majority of the YouTubers that are out there right now in the pressure washing industry. How many of y'all on this live tonight started pressure washing and soft washing because of Cody's videos? So we need to give respect where it's due. And I don't have to have anybody like that. Mac, I'm about 2 hours from Savannah. I was the winner of the water fed poll. The core four good people. Can't wait to add that service to my. That's cool, man. Do I rinse the roofs? Metal roofs, I always rinse. Metal roofs are a different animal. And if I didn't, I hope I get to the point that I don't ever have to wash another metal roof. But last year we landed a $25,000 metal roof, so yeah, we cleaned it. Shingle roofs, if there's no gutters and there's vegetation in the drip line, I will rinse the bottom half of the roof. If there's a light rain or even a chance of rain coming in over the night, I will put a light rinse on it. I will also tell my homeowners if they have sprinklers installed to make sure that they run them all night long if they can, just in case. If there's no rain coming and there's gutters on the roof and everything looks like, you got to look at a roof as a just in case. Now, if a little bitty, I had that happen last year, guys. I had to replace 6 bushes at a property. Sprayed the roof. Man, it was the worst roof I've done. I had to hit it with almost 9%. the only way I could get it to die. It was so stubborn. Um, and there was no forecast, any rain anywhere in the forecast. Well, that night it rained just enough to wet the roof, and then all night long it just dripped, right on the top of those boxwoods and ligustrums, and it murdered them. It was just a freak occurrence. So it's always safe to make sure if I see a house that's going to have a roof washed, uh, and there's gutters, I don't really worry about it as much because we want that solution to stay up there. The sunshine's going to break it down really, 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 really fast. But if there's even a chance, if there's no gutters, you need to rinse the bottom, at least the bottom half, because what that does is anything that's up top, if it rains just a little bit or gets a little bit of dew on it or something, it's going to run down over that other stuff and it'll dilute it down. And people that I know that have been in the business 20 plus years, that's the way they do it too. So I just kind of adapted that. Okay, one of your videos you had mentioned L&H Industrial. Yeah, go see Sergio at L&H, man. He'll hook you up. He'll take care of you. When doing a driveway, do you soak the grass the whole time? That's one of the reasons that I don't pre-treat. If I have a driveway that's horrible, I'll wet the grass first, and then I will pre-treat the concrete. It's tricky because on like days like today when the sun is just beating down, it's 115-degree heat index. I mean, it's drying so fast. I mean, you literally got to use small sections. Like you do this square right here, get it rinsed down, move to the next one, and it's a process. A lot of times I don't pre-treat. I will go out there and I will clean it, and then I'll post-treat because the post-treatment, I've seen it just, if you hit it strong enough with your post-treatment, the grass is already wet from where you washed it, and your post-treatment, I've watched it just lay down some striping really easy. But concrete's different. I mean, you can go do 5 driveways and get 5 different results, man. It all depends on how the concrete was poured. It all depends on how it cured, the age of it. There's so much that goes into it. Do not ever surface clean a driveway that is younger than a year old. You will ruin it. You will take the cream right off the top, and you'll see a big old nice milky color coming off the top of it. Cody was the first videos I watched, and they hooked me. He earned what he has. Don't like it, move on down. That's exactly right. That's where I get my SH from. Yeah, they got a good price on it. Maybe so, Mac. We are currently on a huge flat work job right now, almost $8,000. Listen, I charge more for doing driveways than I do roofs sometimes, man, just because it's so time consuming. With the system that I have now, it's time consuming. If you get a bigger system with like a big boy with a double, yeah, you can knock it out. But yeah, it also cuts down on cost. You're right. Now listen, Ricky, if you get out there and it's like black and green, and I mean it's bad, bro, hit it with your surface cleaner just a little bit, and you'll know when you get it when you run across one, dude, because you can literally leave your surface cleaner in one spot and then move it, and it'll still look like there's rings. It doesn't matter how slow you go. It's like, yep, we'll go ahead and just nuke this whole driveway, and then we'll clean it, and then we'll nuke it again. Blue, don't you go nowhere. Yeah, one wizard. That's the year I was born. Things picking up. Things are picking up for me. I sent out 691 everyday direct mailers to one neighborhood. It's a very wealthy neighborhood, and I booked 2 houses there for Friday. Come on, you want to go inside? Let's go inside. Good boy, Blue. He's a good boy, Boozer. And if you guys are just tuning in, I just bought a $7,000 parking lot striping machine. That's what I'm sitting on now is my paint. Yeah, just test it out, man. You'll know when you run across it. You'll know. It'll usually be an area underneath like an oak tree or a pecan tree. It's just like, dude. Um, I've had driveways that I had pre-treated, cleaned, and post-treated, and there was still spots that I would have to go back and touch up with my turbo nozzle. Whatever it takes to get it clean, man. Marquez, hop over to Bald Cafe and do a video with him. I don't know who that is, bro. Don't know who that is, man. All right, guys, I got 10 more minutes. If you guys got any more questions, drop it down there. Let's go. How do you like the direct mailers so far? We'll see. They just landed in the mailboxes today. So we will see what happens. I sent out 691 and I've already booked 2 houses, so we'll see. So if it's not going to rain, you leave the roof with SH on it indefinitely. Yep. If it's brown, it's coming down. Now, if you do a roof and it's kind of like heavily brown up there, you can always put another coat on it and it'll take some of that down. But if it looks like somebody just poured chocolate milk up there, explain that. You set the customer expectations before you even spray anything. Say, look, this is the process. We're going to spray this up there. We need to leave it up there just like it was Roundup. You don't want to spray Roundup on something and then rinse it right back off. You want to leave it up there because I don't even like to call it roof washing. I like to say when we treat the roof, we want to leave that solution up there so that it works. The sunshine is biodegradable. The sun will break it down. And the rule of thumb in the industry is if it's brown, it's coming down. If it's black, it's going to come back. So if you see anything brown, just realize it'll go away as soon as the next rainfall comes. And then I'll keep in touch with you as soon as the rain comes. I'll check back to make sure there's no spots. If you guys see anything we need to touch up, we'll come back and we'll retreat it at no cost to you. That's why I don't like using roof washing. It's people think when you wash something, it's supposed to look 100% the same day. We do roof cleaning. We'll clean your roof, but we're basically treating it. Have you watched any of Billy Davidson's video? How do you recommend and learn? Billy Davidson has a class that you can take, man. I'm actually going to take it. Chris, there's a guy named Chris 405. He's got a lot of good content. Becoming a really good friend of mine. He does videos about male pattern baldness, getting people to come to terms with it. Marquez, are you just here to troll tonight, bro? Or are you just being silly or what, bro? I am proud of my baldness, and the women like it too. So whatever. Just trying to get a vibe off of you, man. All right, guys, I got to jump off, man. I got to get these kids in the bed, man. If y'all need anything, give me a shout, man. I hope this helps.